Yeah, I did watch, of course, Ryder Cups growing up. Did I ever dream or think I would be on a team? No. Uh, I think that kind of stems back to self-belief issues and knowing my ceiling, what it could be. I just always took one step at a time. But yeah, I'm just so honored to be here to represent my country, to play alongside of these great players, best players in the world, and I'm just ready to get going.
What did you do that you weren't doing before that got you here?
Definitely more self-belief. I think, kind of taking a lot of pressure off myself as far as trying to achieve certain things or putting limitations on myself. I just try to let go as much as possible. And I think, once I had my first daughter, her favorite song was Let It Go. And I think that hearing it hundreds of times every day kind of, you know, osmosis or whatever kind of just hit deep into the soul. And, I just try to go by that mantra.
Can you sing it for us now?
Let it go. No.
Seriously.
Yeah, I've definitely thought about certain scenarios that I could be in this week. I think the best thing that I can do is rely on my experiences, over this season. Some of the really close finishes I've had, and then obviously closing out the U.S. Open at Oakmont in June. I hadn't been in those situations before, but, it started in Hawaii. I, was leading going into Sunday. Didn't go my way. Same thing with the players, and just kind of growing off each experience where I just kept getting closer and closer and closer. And then the U.S. Open, I had it and finished it off. So I think the biggest thing in preparation for me leading into this week was kind of trying to remember that experience at Oakmont and knowing that I have done it, and I can do it. So that's kind of the mindset I got to go in with this week. What people don't realize, he's made a huge effort being a part of this team, flying to team dinners, showing up, weeks that he's playing on the live to where we are on the PGA Tour just to be a part of that team. And he's done a great job. I mean, he's got his own thing going on, and it's easy for us to get together because we're all playing week in and week out together. So I think he's done a huge job of trying to insert himself on this team. And, given his personality and his brand, he's great with the fans. I think that's going to be a huge attribute to the team this week. Yeah, this season's been incredible. Obviously, a breakthrough year for me. I think missing in my career, at least this season, would be, a team win. Bringing that cup home to America, and I don't think there's any better way to cap off the season that I've had.